Have you ever been so hurt that you felt like you'll never heal from that pain? Whether it was someone who betrayed your trust, or it was a boss who publicly embarrassed you, or coworkers who made fun of you, whatever the case may be, when you encounter pain, there's a temptation to believe that you'll never heal from that pain. But that is a lie. And I'm going to talk about why it's a lie because we are in part 3 of our series, The 5 Lies of Depression. Check it out. Hey, my friends, thanks for tuning in to part 3 of a 5-part series, The 5 Lies of Depression. I'm so excited to share this with you because the lie that you'll never heal from your pain has caused so many people to stay in cycles of depression when they could break free. So if you've ever thought that you'll never heal from your pain, you're going to want to check out this video. Again, this is the 3rd installment of a 5-part series, so make sure if you haven't already, go back and watch the other few. I created them as such so that you can watch them standalone, but there is a little bit of building up if you want to kind of get the full picture. Make sure you identify all these lies because you never know how these may be showing up in the way that you think, which influence the way you behave, which influence the results that you experience in life. And I want you to be free from that. I want you to be healed from that. I want you to have life, joy, and happiness and peace because you are going to overcome this lie that you'll never heal from your pain. So let's be honest. Pain is unavoidable. It's inevitable. It's something that's going to happen because we are in relationship with imperfect people. And when you are in relationship with imperfect people, that's going to produce imperfect results. Meaning that somebody is going to show up late, that somebody is going to have a selfish moment that leads to pain that's inflicted upon you, that somebody's going to make a choice that breaks your heart, hurts your feelings, and sends you into a train of thought that leads to depression, low self-esteem, and other things that are mental health challenges that I want to be able to help you with today. So if you have been extremely hurt, I want you to know that I can empathize. The world can empathize because we all have to deal with pain. And here's the hard truth is that we probably, all of us, have not only been the recipients of pain, but maybe in some cases the delivery of pain. And so if we have delivered pain to another person, whether intentionally or unintentionally, it's still pain. It doesn't change whether it hurts them or not. Like if I have a knife and I accidentally cut somebody, like not kill them, but like cut somebody, and it was an accident, it doesn't make it any less painful for them. It's still pain for them. And so if we are both the recipients of pain sometimes and the distributor of pain sometimes, we have to have grace for when people hurt us. Now, there is another element or a component of pain that I know I have to address because there is severe trauma. There's people who have been abused. There's people who have been abandoned, left homeless as a child. There's people who have been sexually molested. There's people who have been robbed. There's people who have experienced infidelity. And those are all traumatic events that I don't know if there's no excuse for them. Like that's not a product of normal human weakness. That is a selfish act that betrayed you at a deeper level than ever should have happened. And I do apologize for that, but I still think that it's a lie to believe that you'll never heal from your pain. And here's why I think a lot of people think that they'll never heal from their pain. Like the reason why this is such a tricky lie is because it's the only one of the 5 that I'll share where it's a little bit of truth, but a lot of lie. Okay. Here's what I mean. Like there are some pains that you may never heal from, right? I think sometimes when we think about healing, we think it's like the Men in Black movie. You know, when they came up with the little flasher and they pressed the button and you forgot everything. I think we have a tendency to believe that that is what it's going to be like to heal from our pain. Like somebody's going to come up to us and they're going to put that little flasher in our face like we're in Men in Black, and they're going to press that button and we're going to forget everything bad that ever happened to us, and that open wound in the heart is going to become a healed sore that like was never there, like brand new skin. It's just not true. It's not how it happens sometimes. Sometimes you have truly healed from a pain, but something triggers you, a smell that reminds you of that person, a place that's similar to the workplace where you got made fun of in front of your coworkers. Like whatever that traumatic situation is, there's things in life that may trigger those memories, and you may be tempted to think, since you still remember, that you have not healed. That is not true. Just because you remember your pain doesn't mean you haven't healed from your pain. Healing oftentimes is a choice. It's a decision. Decide means to cut away, to cut off. And so when I make a decision that I'm not going to allow my past pain to keep me from enjoying my present, then that is when I heal. So if I'm in a situation where a moment or a person or a smell or whatever has triggered an old memory, that from an old pain, and now I'm stuck in this depressive rut because I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm bitter, I got resentment, I can choose in that moment to forgive. I can choose in that moment to give grace. I can choose in that moment to move forward, to embrace my healing. I don't have to tell myself, see, it come up again, and so I must not truly be healed from it if I was truly healed from it. And I get it, y'all. We want those memories to go away, and there are some things we can do. We can do breath work. We can do counseling. We can do cognitive restructuring. There's so many techniques, but I'm not talking about how to necessarily remove this lie. I'm talking about how to continually decide to believe in more of the truth. Here's more of the truth. The truth is, while you may still remember your pain, you don't have to stay stuck in your pain. The truth is that your greatest days are before you. The truth is that what some people intend for harm, God will use for good. The truth is that some people that hurt you and that you're mad about them, or you're mad at them for hurting you, that they weren't supposed to be in your life in the first place. It's what I was talking about in my TEDx talk, Overcoming Rejection, that sometimes rejection is protection. It's God's protection of you from people who weren't meant to be in your life anymore. Think about it. Think about some of the people that you're angry at that hurt you. Look at their life. Is it headed in the same direction as yours? And I'm not wishing bad upon people. I want everyone who hurt me to be successful to the highest degree. Because if they're successful, they're going to help other people. And those people are going to help other people. And those people are going to help other people. And they're going to help our world. And I live in this world. So I don't want anything bad to happen to people that hurt me. So let's just agree that we're not going to wish bad upon other people in order to feel better about ourselves, because that's not how we heal from our pain. That's not how we move forward from our past. We heal from our pain and we move forward from our past by choosing to forgive, by trusting that just because I'm feeling a pain and just because I'm having a trigger that's reminding me of a memory doesn't mean that I'm still in that moment, doesn't mean that I still have that pain. And here's proof. It's because when it used to put you in a depression spot for 2 weeks, a month, now only lasts a couple of hours, now only lasts a couple of days. Like, you can tell that you're healing because you're not having the reaction that you used to have when the painful memory or the painful moment comes back to your remembrance. Like think of it like a physical injury, right? Like I injured my back, okay? In college, I ruptured a disc. I ended up having a double laminectomy surgery, and I played after the injury, so I did even more damage to my back after the injury. And so my back is unless God does something crazy, it's like permanently damaged, right? And I believe that God can heal me at any moment. Like, come on, bring it right now. I'm ready. I'll receive it. But if he chooses not to, the pain's still there. The pain's still there. Now, here's the crazy thing is that it used to hurt so bad. I used to have so much inflammation in my back that when I would sneeze, I would literally almost fall straight to the ground. Like, I would sneeze and my knee would hit the floor. Like that, because my ab muscles weren't strong enough, number one, but my back was so weak, and so because I can't do back exercises, it was so weak, and I can't do too many leg exercises, and I can't do too many abdominal exercises because my back's got so much inflammation and pain in it. And all you doctors, don't hit me up with all your products and stuff. Like, I'm not I'm not interested right now. I'm trying to help people with this lie of depression. And so I'm showing you a physical example of how this applies to an emotional reality. Okay, so my physical pain, right? It used to be that bad. Okay, now it's been some years since then, and I've healed. Inflammation has gone down. I've learned things about eating and dieting and exercising, and just more about my body and what helps, what doesn't help, things I should do, things I shouldn't do, and I'm way more healed today than I was yesterday. Now, imagine if I go out in the yard and I go do some yard work and I put some strain on my back, and then I sneeze and I drop to my knee like I used to. I may be tempted to be like, man, I haven't healed. Man, oh my gosh. Like, see, I just dropped to my knee again. Like, man, dude, I don't need to be out here in the garden. I don't need to be out here doing anything. I should just sit down and I should just do more healing. Like, no, That's not the case. I'm not as hurt as I used to be. The problem is that I just agitated a little too much, and I probably just I said it'll go away in 24 hours. When something like that, like if I would have did yard work like 3 years ago, and with the condition of my back of 3 years ago, I would have been out for like a week or 2 weeks. So that's a sign that you've healed, that you're more healed than what you're giving yourself credit for, is that now when that moment or that memory comes up, like you don't go through a week, 2 weeks, 7 weeks, a whole year of rehearsing that pain and rehearsing that pain and rehearsing that pain. Because the more you rehearse it, the bigger it gets. The more you dwell on it, the more painful it feels. But if you could just catch that thing right now and just go, man, like I'm feeling this emotional pain right now, and it's making me think that I'm no more healed yesterday than I am today, or I'm no more healed today than I was yesterday. But that isn't true. The truth of the matter is that if I would have had the same experience 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, shoot, some of you 2 weeks ago, if you would have had the same memory, the same experience that reminded you of this painful moment, like it would have took you out. But now you're watching this video. Now you cry about it less. So you are more healed. So don't be depressed because you still feel evidence of your pain. Don't be depressed because you still remember traumatic moments from your pain. Be encouraged because you're stronger. Your pain may never go away, but you will get stronger. You are stronger. You're so much stronger than you were yesterday, because you are here today. And there's no way that you can survive emotional pain and not get stronger when you choose to. You wouldn't be watching this video if you were stronger. Haven't you been in a situation before where you didn't think you thought you were so hurt, you'll never get up again, you'll never love again, you'll never trust again, but somehow you found the faith to forgive, you found the courage to trust, you found the belief to hope again, and now you're here today, and you're happier than you thought you ever be, and you're probably more successful than you ever thought you would be. Why? Because you made a conscious decision that I'm going to move forward, even though I feel like crying, even though I feel like choking somebody out, even though I feel like cussing somebody out at work, even though I feel like going crazy and snapping and social media and ranting and letting the world know how I really, really feel, not like how I politically feel, but how I really, even though I feel like that, I choose to forgive. I choose to move forward. You made that conscious decision, and it's why you're here today. The same thing that you did yesterday is the same thing you need to do today. Choose, decide, cut off. Make a conscious decision to forgive, to trust, to move forward, to believe that you will heal from your pain, even if you still remember your pain. So I hope this is making sense, because I'm trying to walk this thin line of being like, yo, that pain can go away in an instant. You can renew your mind and that memory will go away. You can pray and give it to God and that memory will go away. You can have somebody pray for you and that memory will go away. You can talk to somebody and they say the right thing that you needed to hear, and it helps you to have connect the brain synopsis or whatever you call it. It helps you connect your brain waves in a way that helps you know how to forget. Like you can do all of that stuff and make the pain go away. But I'm talking to the people who have pain that will never go away, who have deep-rooted pains and memories that torment you at night, that torment you when you're awake, that you can't even go throughout a whole day without being reminded about somebody that hurt you, about or being reminded about the pain that you've been through. I'm talking to that person who feels like you'll never heal from your pain, and you're going through depression, and you want to quit, and you want to throw in the towel, and you want to get out that relationship. I'm telling you to hang in there, because you are stronger than you think. The fact that you have all this weight on you is not evidence that you're weak. It's proof that you're strong. And I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but I just gotta go because I feel my little inner preacher coming out, because I know what it's like to be down, depressed, discouraged, hopeless, to feel like you just want to retaliate on people because of how bad they hurt you and betrayed you. I know what that pain is like, and that pain almost caused me to end my life. In fact, I tried multiple times, but I'm living the life that I tried to end because I had to believe in a God who could heal me from my pain. And even when the pain didn't go away, I had to trust that God was still good, and he'll make sense out of it. He'll take what they intended for harm, he'll use it for my good. It's that faith that gave me the strength to keep pressing forward, because the reality is sometimes that pain might not ever go away, but you will get stronger. You don't look at somebody in the weight room with 500 pounds on their back, lifting it up and down, and be like, that person is weak just because they struggle on the 5th or 6th weight. No, you see how much weight is on their shoulders, and you go, look at how strong they are. I'm telling you, I see the weight that's on your shoulders. I see the people people that's hating on you. I see the people that betrayed you. I see the people that don't believe in you. I see the people that are trying to cut off access to opportunities from you. But I see you, and I see that you're strong because you're dealing with all that hurt, all that betrayal, and you still keep breathing. You still keep moving forward. You still keep investing in yourself. And that's why you're watching this video, to be reminded about how strong you are. And you will heal from your pain. So, can I get an amen in the chat? And if you like this message and you know that more people need to understand that they will heal from the pain, and even when they don't heal from it, they'll get stronger than it, share this video. Hit the subscribe button, because next week I'm talking about the fourth lie of depression. And I want to tell you what it is, just to tease you a little bit. The fourth lie of depression is this: you're weak because you struggle. You're weak because you struggle. So if you've ever gone through depression, had anxiety attacks, ADHD, mental illness, whatever, and you thought that that disqualifies you from your destiny, or you thought that disqualifies you from success, you need to watch this next video that I'm releasing next week. Or if you're watching this in replay, you can just binge watch it. Because you need to understand that you're not weak because you struggle. That is a lie. And we'll talk about that next week. So I love you all. I got a cool training that I'm doing tomorrow. It is called The Best of the Best. I'm teaching the number one tip that I learned from 7 of the top speaking coaches in the industry, people that I have paid to coach me in speaking, people like Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Lisa Nichols, Pat Quinn, Pete Vargas, Grant Baldwin. I'm sharing my number one thing that I learned from each of these coaches. So I want you all to experience it. So feel free to register. Just drop a comment and type the word speak into the chat, or reach out to me on any social platform. We'll find a way to get you access to the training. I love you dearly. Love you dearly. I believe in you, and I'll see you for next week. Peace.